The core premise of personal AI is to enhance access between people, right? Is to scale yourself without losing the true authentic nature of who you are. So currently, that comes with the model being able to replicate your thoughts, answer your questions, express your beliefs, connect different thoughts within your own mind, generate different pieces of content. These are all the everyday use cases that happen. And the most interesting thing is personal AI is always almost attached to an identity, and that identity can have a voice too, right? So, one of the next immediate things that personal AI models will have is the voice cloning capability to authentically create a voice identity for yourself. So the model not only presents you or speaks like you and creates or represents you for automated conversations, they can actually also speak to people. There are a good number of models that are already out there to replicate voices. And I think our excitements come from the ability of attaching that voice to the true minds of those people, because it just doesn't sound like them. It sounds like them, and both from a voice output, but also their expression and their form, and their opinions. From my perspective, every brand that exists out there has some unique voice and unique identity. And sometimes that brand is driven by an individual person, such as an influencer or a creator or a speaker or an author or a coach, or just yourself and you as an individual person for friends around you. Like everybody has that core identity. So that's the first phase. And the second thing is the brand as represented by a company or an organization or a small business, right? And generally, it could be a culmination or a cumulative of people working there or the values that they carry. And that can be associated with your specific brand identity too. So I think the key in here is this idea that one size AI does not fit all, right? When it comes down to personal AI, is it like personal to individual or personal to the brand? There is that unique traits that every person and every brand possesses that can now be captured into their model without thinking from the sense of platforms AI, but this is like your AI, right? That is your AI that stands in for you, for people around you, and for clients for you. For customer service, I think it's wonderful. I think we have all kind of seen the traditional bots to get to the right answer, which are always problematic. But the core thesis in here is personal AI is not just a bot, it's actually a true authentic representation or a model of your voice and who you are. So it's more human in nature than any other previous simulations of the bots for conversations, which is more oriented towards getting to the information faster. Being able to scale that authentic connection to clients, to customers, to friends, to people, to teams, to communities without losing your voice, I think is a big step forward for kind of generally everybody. And from my perspective, automation is simply a means or mechanisms to scale that core brand of what you are offering. That offering could be a service, that offering could be knowledge, that offering could be empathy, depending on who you are and what you are. The automation is more around, okay, hang on, do I have access to Emma all the time 24/7 for being able to answer my questions? Maybe, maybe not. So if I am able to text you, and if your AI in your authentic voice is able to create a response that you can review and you can simply swipe and send to me, then one, you are scaling yourself, you are serving me, and then three, I am getting immediate benefit of increased access to Emma, right? So it goes beyond the time efficiencies, it goes to the shared value that kind of spreads within the small groups of communities and even large group eventually, right? So I think automation is simply a mechanism to scale fundamentally the value or the utility of the service, the knowledge that you are dealing with as a human being.